At home, the Rockets don't hold anything back, whether it comes to their close or their effort on the floor. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan-Court. Another NBA season, Clark, upon us. What's the biggest change you've seen since you played?
Well, I think a couple of things. Actually, I would consider these a tie, the ball handling and the three-point shooting of 7-foot guys. And then lastly, maybe the matchup zones defensively are the biggest changes for me.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. We've got Sharp, Banchero out there with Turner. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Giddey in at the point guard. Booker outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
Outside Turner. Pass to Sharp. Banchero, a screen on Booker to the middle. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, Banchero put it on the show.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach, Ime Udoka. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And Kuzma slams it in.
And, You know, I think Kuzma's the kind of guy you've got to push out of the paint. When you don't, this is what happens.
Booker looking around. No one near him. Kuzma pulls it in.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Here's Banchero. Pass to Sharp. Banchero, a screen for Sharp. Drives to the hoop. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer, but Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader, but he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
And Turner the bucket on the assist from Giddey.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Pass to Diabate. Capella with a screen on Banchero. Booker. They kick out to Anunoby. Now here's Booker. Defended by Sharp. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And love how fearless Booker can be. Even the foul doesn't deter him from finishing off his business.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Washington.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys? Lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
Back to Sharp. Pass to Giddey. Sharp sets the pick for Giddey. Wizards need to get a shot off here. And it's Banchero missing. Nuggets trailed by 4. Booker inside. Defended by Sharp. Booker no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Booker against Sharp. Giddey the pass to Turner. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Pistons in Detroit.
And as shaky as they looked in that game, guys, it showed a lot of mental toughness that they were able to come out and get a win.
Anytime you can play through missing shots and being a little out of sync and still maintain the hustle and effort and intensity that's needed to win, that's a good sign and could go a long way towards success.
Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Sharp. No good with the layup.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Booker outside. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Booker's got 10.
Every chance he gets, Booker willing to take that shot. A consistent three-point shooter.
Here's Banchero. Lays it up off the glass.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's McCain. Giddey defending. For 3, Booker. Pass to McCain. Launches a 3. Buries it from three-point range.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Sharp against Booker. Going inside, and then Sharp with the dunk.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
It's time for the next cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what.
Both teams will make substitutions. Let's see some of the numbers here for Clint Capella.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Here's McCain. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Pass to Bamba. Outside Anthony. Clock at 6. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Fighting to the finish. Cole Anthony gets his and then some.
And Cole Anthony is some kind of scorer when he gets hot.
Yeah, he's really special when he gets it going. He can beat you by himself. That's how good he is. He's a little mercurial, up and down, volatile a bit. But I tell you what, I like what he gives you when he's playing at his best.
All right, I'm just getting this in my headset. I'm told we have Shams Charania, our 2K insider, on the line. He's now with us, and some important NBA news. Hey, Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Kevin. I've just got confirmation that the early season trade the Jazz have been pursuing is final. They're thrilled to bring in Julius Randle. That move increases their physicality on both ends of the floor. He brings speed, strength, and a versatile scoring ability that should be a great fit for this team.
Thanks so much for the report, Shams.
Always a treat to watch Simmons operate in screen and roll set. I mean, his IQ is quite honestly off the charts.
Brooks kicks to Osman. Nice ball movement by Washington. Bamba passes to Osman. Brooks with it. Covered by Wiggins. Brooks against Simmons. No good that time.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Outside Anthony.
2 minutes remaining.
Bamba setting the pick for Anthony. No good on the 3. Rockets trail. Pass to McCain. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. McCain's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Here's Anthony. Up and in on the layup. Anthony's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And here's the break. Here's Osman. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Taken away by Anthony. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Bucket is good.
Yeah, you know, Anthony has this in his bag. He's practiced these mid-range looks. You can tell.
And Simmons kicks the ball. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Simmons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the way the Wizards like to play, Greg, you can expect them to get out and run.
Yeah, they're young and they can fly, right? They've got speed and athleticism to get up and down the floor. They'll push the tempo as much as you allow them.
Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
GA, when it comes to the Wizards, they have a pretty spotty track record over the past decade.
Kevin, it's tough to get things right in the draft. Plus, they have just had poor lottery luck, only selecting higher than 8th once in the last decade. But they have passed on some superstar-level talent, and they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And here's Anthony for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Anthony's got 10 points in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Cole Anthony has been on display for the Wizards. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Rockets trail by 3. So the Wizards 5 right now. We've got Paolo Banchero. Sharp out there with Cole Anthony. And there's Miles Turner. And it's Giddey in at the 3. Anthony against Booker. Shot clock at 5. Takes it inside. With the teardrop. Fantastic finish by Booker.
And the deft touch from Booker. I love when he gets fancy and lofts it up there like that.
And here's Banchero. Pass to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
When Cole Anthony is hot like this, you just got to keep getting him the ball. I mean, he's capable of going on a major scoring run.
Lob pass to Capella. Washington with the rebound.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
The Rockets making a switch here. Diabate's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
Anunoby against Giddey. Pass to Diabate. Houston needs to get a shot off. And here's Booker from the arc. A second chance effort. Diabate's shot is good. Diabate's got his first bucket in this one.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Booker outside. Back to Hardaway. Anunoby finds Capella. Houston moving the ball around. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Devin Booker. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged about 27 points a game last season. 7 assists and 4 rebounds. Well, you know that He can put points up in a hurry, and he leads this team in scoring.
Yeah, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap.
Offensive rebound. And Capella sends it back.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Shot clock at 6. Here's Banchero. And finally they hit one. And now a 7-point Washington lead. Houston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Giddey against Booker. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Josh Giddey. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Both free throws good from Booker. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. And Clark, the Rockets just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Here's Booker, and it's sent back by Turner.
Miles Turner denying another one of the league's best shot blockers year in and year out.
Here's the triple. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got his 5th rebound in this one. Anunoby passes to Booker. Outside Hardaway. From downtown, the putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, Capella doing a nice job being physical and getting those second chance buckets to go. Coaches love that.
Banchero kicks to Giddey. Kuzma passes to Giddey. To the paint. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. He's checked in for the Rockets. Now we have a chance. Let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. The Rockets 4th.
Well, I tell you what, they never eased up on the boards throughout last season. I mean, they were tenacious. They persevered. They were aggressive. I mean, they went after the boards hard.
Here's Anunoby. 9 points last game out. Outside Hardaway.
And they were top 10 in assists. Really a good job of sharing the ball and utilizing every player on the floor.
Greg, you brought up their fast break points. Their offensive system was all about tempo, never taking a break, wearing down the other team.
They found their rhythm at the free throw line this quarter, trying to make up ground.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
Hardaway Jr. knows his role on this team, which is to provide scoring and leadership.
Banchero left side. Basket counts. Banchero's got the lead up to 8 now for Washington.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Booker outside. The tray. The rebound by Turner.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bounce pass from Sharp. Giddey. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Hardaway against Sharp. Booker outside. Hardaway a screen on Banchero. Just 4 to shoot. Count the basket. Booker's got 16 points.
Just on fire tonight. Devin Booker is feeling it, folks.
Turner with a screen for Banchero. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Bull. And it's the Rockets on the break. Banchero against Anunoby. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. He can't get it to go. Washington leading now by 6. Up top Sharp. He's guarded by Anunoby. Giddey against Hardaway. Here's Giddey. Scoreless thus far. The Wizards with another miss. Houston's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Hardaway passes to Booker. Hardaway a screen on Giddey. For 3. Booker nails the 3. So confident.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Washington leading now by 3. Anthony kicks to Thompson. Back to Anthony. Bamba setting the pick for Anthony. Inside. And Bamba with the basket on the assist by Anthony. Bamba's got his first points of the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And they double up Simmons. 6 to shoot. Here's Bona. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Bamba a screen on Simmons. Here's Anthony. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
This has been Anthony's night for sure. Everything going exactly right for him at the offensive end.
Simmons looking around. Pass to McCain. Wiggins a screen on Anthony. Here's McCain. Covered by Anthony. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. That one on Thompson. Rockets have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them.
Third team foul.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Anthony, and there's the drive.
turning on the afterburners on the drive. Good to see Anthony using his athleticism in these situations.
Pass to Diabate. Back to Simmons. Over Anthony. And the shot is long. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Washington. 6-point game. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Here's Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Thompson, how he performed last season. Averaged about 18 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
So Anthony nails both of them.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Pass to McCain. Back to Wiggins. Here's Diabate. 6 on the shot clock. Houston moving it around. And here's Simmons for 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Boy, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long. And that it all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
There's 31 seconds left here in the second. Simmons against Anthony. It's good. Anthony's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's McCain. He's got 14. To the right wing. Bona off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so it's the Washington Wizards holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We come back right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Cole Anthony having a dominant impact, guys, in this game.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
We've got Anunoby. Clint Capella is out there with Devin Booker. And it's Diabate in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's McCain. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Shaden Sharp picks one up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Kuzma outside. Banchero, a screen for Kuzma to the inside. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
Giddey against Booker. Pass to McCain. Here's Diabate. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Anunoby. Still scoreless. There's a screen. 5 on the clock. Pass to Diabate. Sinks that one from the post.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Giddey the pass to Sharp. Banchero outside. Now here's Kuzma. Back to Banchero. He's feeling it. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to McCain. Here's Diabate. He's covered by Banchero. Count it, and the foul. Shaedon Sharp picks one up.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
An elite offensive threat. Booker continues to try and find ways to improve his game.
Kuzma outside. Turner with a screen on Anunoby from the high post. Rockets with the rebound. Diabate's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
And taking a look here at the numbers for Clint Capella, a very nice season for him last year. 12th in blocks and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. Booker against Sharp. Pass to McCain. The shot missing. Good work defensively by Turner. Up top, Giddey. Still yet to score. Banchero right side. And he comes up with the deuce. And now it's an 8-point Wizards lead.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options. If he can't penetrate, your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Booker outside. Here's McCain. Giddey defending. Hands it from downtown. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Banchero right side. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting. And so Booker will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 7. Pass to McCain. Back to Booker. Shoots it. Kuzma pulls it in.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Giddey, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Giddey's got the lead up to 9 now for the Wizards.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Capella with a screen on Kuzma. Anunoby against Kuzma. Here's McCain. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now here's Giddey. He's guarded closely. And Capella sends it back. And that one is good. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Bull. He's checked in for the Rockets. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for OG Anunoby. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Anthony's checked in. Rockets trail by 9. Pass to Bull. And here is Hardaway. Lets it go from deep. It doesn't go for him.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Anthony dishes to Turner. It's deflected. Anthony kicks to Banchero. Back to Anthony. Sharp with it. 6 to shoot. Banchero, a screen on Booker. Here's Sharp. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Wizards second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Wizards making a switch here. Hamid Bamba, he's checked in for Turner. Osman comes in for Banchero. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Thompson in for Sharp. The Rockets again can't hit. Wizards leading by 9. Now here's Anthony. 20 points for him. Thompson passes to Osman. The Wizards working the ball around now. Bamba, a screen on Wiggins. Down low. And the dunk by Bamba.
Bamba showing you a sense for when to cut. Really well done. He's got agility and excellent size in the pick and roll.
Well, Clark, we hear a lot about the antics with Brooks, but he deserves more attention for his play.
I agree, especially on the defensive end, Kevin. He's one of the top perimeter defenders in the league, and some of what his antics are flowing out of is his competitive spirit. I still think he needs to tamp down the antics because that does take away from what he does, which is lock guys up and play with great competitive spirit all the time.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and they're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Yeah, good stuff, DA. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Atlanta Hawks.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
The first free throw is good. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity, always a plus.
And Simmons drops them both. Here's Washington now. They're on a 16-7 run. Brooks with it. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
And then Simmons slams it in.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Wizards leading by 14. Now Anthony, who's got 20. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Excellent at seeing the floor. Simmons brings a pass-first mentality to his game.
Simmons against Anthony. They set the screen from 13. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Bol, a screen on Anthony. Simmons, the bounce pass. And the dunk by Bol.
Boy, it's been beautiful to see Simmons working in pick and roll sets. He just knows when to shoot as well as when to pass to teammates.
And here's Thompson. No scoring in this one. Here's Anthony. And another miss by Washington. Rockets trail by 10. Here's Simmons. He's looking for Bol and finds him. Basket good.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
1:02 left to play here in the third. Shot clock at 6. Bomba sets a screen. And here's Brooks from outside. And it's Bona with the rebound.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Bol setting the pick for Hardaway. Bangs home the trifecta. Now just a 5-point Wizards lead.
Hardaway Jr. guys doing a nice job. They're just taking what the defense gives them in the screen and roll. Good decision making.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And you can sense them just starting to squeeze and shrink this lead a little bit.
Yeah, the game has a bit of a different texture than it did just a little bit ago. Suddenly, that lead is not looking as comfy and cozy as it once did.
Stolen by Brooks. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court for the finish. And they pick up 2. And now a 9-point Wizards lead.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
1 second left. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Wizards lead by 9. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. We've got Miles Turner, Banchero up there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Sharp in at the 2.
And that's a spot of the floor Giddey wants to improve. It certainly puts in the work there to get better.
Booker outside. Rebounded by the Wizards. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Sharp. Here he goes. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Man, it's nice to see Capella get that deep position inside, and then he's able to draw the foul as he forces the defense to whack it.
2 shots. We got this.
That one misses.
Clint Capella is a guy who's a defensive anchor and takes quality shots, and because of that, he plays his role to perfection.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one goes on Anunoby. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Wizards?
Well, they've continued to play pedal to the metal, leaking out and capitalizing with ease when they get opportunities in the open court.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
You know, he gets to the line quite a bit, and I know Paolo Banchero would like to see his percentage from the line creep up, and I think it will.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. No good on the free throw.
At the line for the Wizards, Sharp, 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. Now here's Booker. Well, Greg, they're making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force anything.
Pass to McCain. Buries the long-range jumper. McCain's got 20.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Turner with a screen on Anunoby. Here's Kuzma, and he makes good on the layup. And the Wizards lead by 15.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to McCain. Booker a screen on Giddey. Here's McCain. And a miss there on the triple. Wizards leading by 15. Here's Giddey. That shot is off.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Now here's Booker. Here's Diabate. He's covered by Banchero. Capella with a screen on Kuzma. Anunoby, no good. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Rockets have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Booker against Banchero. Booker, right side. 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
They've got to be careful. A big key to beating them is keeping Booker off the line as much as possible.
Free throw good, Booker.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Giddey with it. Pass to Sharp. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Sharp's got 5 points in the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Okay, David, thanks. Wizards leading by 13. Giddey kicks to Banchero. Kuzma outside. Off target from three-point range.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Diabate.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Banchero passes to Giddey. To the inside. Here's Kuzma. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Booker with it. Picked up by Turner.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
Line for 2. Devin Booker.
Free throw good, Booker. free throws good from Booker. Washington leading now by 9. Banchero outside. Back to Giddey. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And if he sniffs the rim, he's attacking. Giddey not messing around when he gets in close like that.
Booker at the elbow. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
That's their 5th personal. 12 team foul. At the line for your Rockets, Devin Booker. One shot.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Washington. At one point, they led by 16. From 7, in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Lets it go from 11. Rebound by the Wizards. Giddey's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the middle, looking for Banchero and gets it there.
Showing why he was drafted first overall, Paolo Banchero has been a hoop getter tonight.
Booker against Sharp. Anunoby outside. Lock at 6. Here's Diabate. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor. Washington leading now by 10. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
All right, fans, it's trash can time. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. You have the camera on you.
Anthony's checked in for Sharp.
Let's hear it for you.
Checking in for the Wizards, number 50, Cole Anthony.
Outside Turner. It's Kuzma penetrating. And Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, I love this from Kuzma. When he attacks with this kind of ferocity and confidence, watch out. Hide and protect the children.
Booker outside. Pass to McCain. Here's Diabate. And some nice passing there by Houston. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McCain. Misses the 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
On the wing, Giddey. To the paint. Ball stolen. And it's Houston on the break. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Giddey kicks to Banchero.
Houston foul. Diabate. Second personal foul. 4th team foul.
Now Giddey. Inside. 6 to shoot. They get the rebound. And it's Banchero missing. Rockets trail by 10. Pass to Booker. Here's Diabate. Back to Booker. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Wizards leading by 10. Outside Anthony, and here's Kuzma. Turner with the screen. A 3-ball. And Turner throws it down.
Really adept at rolling after setting the screen. Turner, a difficult cover in these pick and rolls.
Anthony against Booker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Devin Booker taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Booker. Wizards making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. Both free throws good from Booker. And here is Giddey. Pass to Sharp. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got assist number 5 here tonight. Rockets trail by 12. Booker outside. Ooh, Booker taking the hit.
And you know, defenses try to get physical with Booker, and now he's used to that. He just plays through the contact.
And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Washington. At one point, they led by 16.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Washington.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And it always feels good to get that first win in a season series. Going head-to-head twice this year, this will put them up 1-0 so far against the Rockets.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Paolo Banchero.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kuzma against Anunoby. From the arc, the shot's good from Kuzma. And the Wizards lead by 12.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Guys, thanks. Kyle Kuzma, congrats on the win. What were you able to do successfully tonight?
I think as a team collectively, we just got stops and we kind of found a rhythm on offense, and I think we just got it done like that.
Well, that rhythm led to a W, man. Congrats. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Paolo Banchero.